The 5 a.m. Club by Sharma. Many great people throughout history, from the novelist John Grisham to the musician Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart, have realized that the loneliness that a person has upon waking up at 5 in the morning has a multiplier effect on his level of performance of various functions and daily tasks. Each of us has a limited brain power or a limited ability to focus and limited mental effort that we can exert during the day. And throughout the day, our attention is directed to more and more things like work, news, communication with others, and social media. Our intellectual capacity is consumed by all of these things, so when it's time for lunch, we can no longer focus on anything. And by constantly shifting our focus from one thing to another, we can't give a certain thing enough attention. But if you wake up at 5 a.m., it becomes a golden opportunity to focus on a specific valuable activity without your mind getting distracted by other things. When you enjoy starting your day in a calm and peaceful way at 5 a.m., the prefrontal cortex that's responsible for logical thinking is temporarily shut down. So your tendency towards analysis, stress, and anxiety is weak at that time. At the same time, the calm at dawn stimulates the neurotransmitters to produce dopamine and serotonin. As a result, the person naturally enters into a state of mental flow that's formed through a phase of complete mental vitality and focus. And it's just like the state of mind that the elite artists and scientists enter in their best moments of mental clarity. So, you will find that if you wake up at 5 a.m., you will be more focused and productive for the whole day. But to remember, loneliness and a clear state of mind during the early hours of the morning can help you improve your performance throughout the day. The greatest successful people are not known to people only because of their natural talent, but through their perseverance and discipline to harness this talent in order to achieve success. Discipline and perseverance always come before talent and skill. Therefore, instead of thinking that you don't have the necessary skill for a certain goal, you should make use of what you have and harness it to the best of your ability to achieve the desired goal. Freedom from distractions is essential in order to achieve the maximum benefit and productivity throughout your day. Lots of people waste hours of the day using their smart devices in web and social media browsing that are addictive and without any value most of the time. If you want to succeed, you need to focus and simplify. You should focus on a few special business projects rather than many of the regular ones. And in everyday life, this means getting rid of everything that distracts you from focusing on what's more important. Therefore, turn off notifications on your smartphone and cancel unimportant meetings that keep you away from what's more useful and valuable for your business. And by joining the 5 a.m. club, you will be able to add an hour of distraction every morning to focus on what's important and useful. Finally, share the billionaire, the ultimate focus of history makers. Achieving character mastery. According to psychologist Anders Ericsson, a person must invest at least 2.75 hours of daily practice in a skill for 10 years to show the first signs of mastering the skill professionally. So, if you want to train yourself to master a skill, you should spend your first hour every morning working deeply on your mind, your thinking, and your approach to mastering that skill. But to remember, follow what many history makers have done in harnessing their talents and avoiding the distractions of everyday life. Frequently, self-improvement coaches tell us about the need to work on improving our way of thinking or working on our way of thinking and our positive mental energy. We hear them all of the time talking about thinking of optimistic and positive thoughts that will in turn improve our way of life completely. But what these coaches don't tell us about is that mental power is just one of the 4 inner empires of a human being. If you're only working to improve your way of thinking, then you're ignoring 3 basic internal elements of yourself, which are physical health, heart, and spirit. The power of heart means your emotional life, which is a very important element. Even if you have extraordinary mental strength, you will be unable to give and produce if your emotional life is in a state of disarray. As Sigmund Freud pointed out, our feelings that we don't express and leave them trapped inside us will never die. We bury them while they are alive, and it won't be long until these feelings come out to us in a very terrible way. After that, pay attention to your physical health. One of the main ways to move forward in life is longevity. Compliance to physical activity gives you a few healthy and productive decades to produce and leave a great legacy for humankind. Great people know that each day gets so much better by practicing sports. Sports increases your energy, removes stress, and increases your happiness. The fourth element of your inner empire is spirit. Frequently, everyday life pushes us towards superficiality and materialism in dealing with life situations. So, you should devote some time in the quiet moments of the early morning to remember who you really are. In the silent moments of dawn, think of what you have to present to the world. Focus on your spiritual strength, and you will reconnect with the best part of yourself. Bit to remember: in order to master any of the work areas that you choose, you must work on improving and maintaining the 4 internal elements in yourself. Waking up at 5 a.m. only won't increase your productivity, raise your spirits, or your mental and physical health. You might wake up at 5 in the morning and waste an hour browsing social media and your smartphone's messages, but that won't improve your day. To avoid this, you should follow the 20-20-20 formula, which states that you should spend 20 minutes to exercise, 20 minutes to think, and 20 minutes to grow. The first step is exercise. Choose a powerful and focused exercise for 20 minutes that increases your heart rate and sweating. That's because sweat gets rid of cortisol, which is called the fear hormone. The sweat generated repairs brain cells and speeds up the formation of new neural connections. So, by sweating for about 20 minutes, that means you'll be thinking faster. After that, devote the time from 5:20 to 5:40 a.m. to meditate with a period of deep peace. Before your day begins to get complicated, take this period to think carefully of what's important to you. You will be amazed at the visions, dreams, and inspirations that drift into your mind when you have moments of silence for yourself. Write these thoughts down in a note. Write them down with your ambitions, dreams, and the things you feel grateful for in your life. Doing so will help you understand your vision and get rid of negative energy. Take a few minutes to meditate. Research shows that meditation helps in lowering cortisol as well, which reduces stress. It's a proven way to keep calm and keep your high performance. In the last 20 minutes of the first hour of your day, you need to grow. So, allocate 20 minutes for learning. Study the lives of great men throughout history by reading their biographies, watching documentaries, or listening to audiobooks on various topics that matter to you and benefit you in building a business. Love of learning is a common characteristic of all the great men throughout history. Bit to remember: use the 20-20-20 formula to ensure that waking up at 5 in the morning will give you amazing results in your life. Thanks for watching. Please follow our social media accounts. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our YouTube channel.